Howdy.
Hello, everybody.
What's
How's
up?
it going?
I need some lotion on my hands.
Uh,
Totally random. I do not like dry hands. It drives me insane. Hi, Ann Philbeck. Welcome in. Carol with Broke but Bountifully Blessed. Who else is in here? It all adds up. Lori, how are you? How are you doing, girl? Hi, Jan, Simply Jan Homestead. Welcome in. Yeah, so what did you do today, Heather? Did you get anything accomplished?
Hi, Jennifer. What did I do today? I did my morning chores. I've been trying to, I have, the seed tray water collector thingamajiggies that go under. Well, I don't have enough of those. I have enough of all the other stuff. So those don't come till next week, but I have so many seeds that I need to get into them. So I did some more inside seeds, and then I went outside and I did a bunch of seeds in containers that don't need a bottom.
Yeah.
To collect water. So yeah, I've just been working on trying to get that done. And
yeah, I did my gardening pot tower today. So I went this morning and bought 15 more bags of soil. I'm still trying to learn how to make my own soil. I watched like 50 million videos the other day, just still trying to learn the process and having enough. Like, I feel like I get to that clay layer too soon. But anyway, I'm working on it. I'm going to try to do even better for next year. And maybe eventually I'll get it down to where I can use 100% my own homemade soil. Welcome in Foothills, Appalachia.
Yeah,
Appalachia.
I actually have several snail rolls.
Yeah, I want to try that, but every year you guys do it, but you do it when it's too late for me to do it because number one, I got to transfer things from where I've started my seeds is in hydroponics to transfer outside. And I'm also at the point where I can just put the seeds in the ground. So that's why I say it's too late for me because I should have done that a while back. But that is all the rage, guys. If you're still in that point, you may want to try the seed snail. It's like it's all the rage.
Well, see, the thing that I'm doing is I'm planting more seeds than the average gardener is planting because
you're planting to sell some, right?
Yeah. So, gosh, I can't even count how many of all the different things I have because I'm having some that I can, obviously have for my family, but also I'm having some to sell and some that I can make other products with, like taco seasoning and stuff like that. So I have a lot of plants that I'm trying to get started to. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough space.
I decided this year to get my little note card out and write what is most important to me first and fill the containers with the most important things first. Then whatever comes in or I think of that I want to get out there, that goes in what containers are left. So I've already got in most of the important things. I've determined a container for each of the important things. So now I'm at the point of really adding in. Now I haven't done my butternut squash, but I know exactly what containers are going in. And I actually just finished filling up the second container because both of the containers for butternut squash are new and both the containers for zucchini are new, but the zucchini is already planted.
Right.
And I did my flower tower. Is that what you would call it? A flower tower?
Yeah, I guess so.
I did my flower tower today. That was fun.
I called it your pot stack. And then I'm like,
yeah. Flower tower sounds more fun.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
like it.
plant stack, yeah. Yeah, we're not even gonna go there. Moderating 3 channels, so a blanket hello. Oh my goodness. Gracious. Jan,
Hi,
aren't you
Tamara.
popular? Hi, Ariella.
Yeah.
I mentioned that I was making an iced coffee, and Ariella thought I was telling her to make an iced coffee. And then she realized I was making an iced coffee. And so then she went in and made herself an iced coffee. So now she's had her iced coffee and I'm drinking mine now. Hi, Bushcrafty Cooks.
So
Hello.
I did a trade with Nancy at our treasured home. She
Uh-huh.
had a piece of fabric that I thought was super cute. And so she asked me, hey, would you be willing to trade for some fabric if I send you fabric for herbs? Because I have lots of dried herbs. So I sent her a ton of dried herbs, just all kinds of different kinds. And then she sent me a box of fabric.
Well, that's a really cool trade. That's like new fashion bartering kind of stuff. That's
Right.
really cool.
So it was really cool. And then so in it, there was this little cutout pattern. And I don't know how to put it together because there's not instructions. But you cut it out and it's this bee doll, like a
Oh, wow.
bee, like a bee stuffed bee.
Nice.
It's
Tamara.
got like all kinds of like ribbons and bows, and it's got some fancy dress and bloomers and all
Oh,
kinds of stuff. It's gonna be really cute.
how
And so I'm
adorable.
like, well, she needs a name. So what kind of a name would you give a thing that looks like a honeybee?
A
And
what?
a honeybee. So I thought flower. Wouldn't flower just be the right name for a stuffed bee dish?
Yeah, because bees eat from flowers. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Right? And so,
Flower for a girl and buzz for a boy.
right, and here's her little shoes.
Aw, are you gonna make a little like character?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll make her like an
Aw,
icon or something.
for your channel? That's a
Yeah,
great idea.
and just maybe name her, oh, Blossom. That's cute too. So something, something flowery, I suppose. Like,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know, so
yeah, that's awesome.
there. Wow, nice.
Smoking and G sharp. Welcome in. So that's what I did. I did my flower tower. I filled up some of my beds, not planted seeds in them, but just got them to the point where they need to be planted. I'm waiting for that nighttime temperature to hit 50 before I move my plants from hydroponics outside. And today
Right,
is
that's a good idea.
the low is 47. So I'm waiting just until all the days I can see on the calendar say above 50 for the low. And then I'm going to start putting out my my Genovese basil, my pink brandywine tomatoes, and
Hi,
my
Ariella.
early calendar bell peppers. And I'm going to leave my shishito peppers in there because they're still kind of tiny. So I'm going to wait till they get bigger and stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just
Yeah.
doing a lot of outside work and inside work sewing and
Hi,
just
Robin. Welcome in.
very, very, very busy.
Yeah, me too. Hi, Jamie. I just watched one of your videos today. Thank you, Jamie, for watching the ads. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? I always like to hear what people are having.
I made a roast last night, and
You can have leftovers.
they can eat leftovers. So
Yeah, sounds like a good
I've
plan.
been trying to make sure that they do that.
Yeah, that's a
So
great
I
idea.
won't
Hi,
cook
Bob.
if there's plenty of leftovers. So
I saw Bob did his entry video for Survival Seeds, but I don't think I've seen Lori from It All Adds Up doing her entry video yet. So I'm looking for that. I'll have to go to her channel, make sure I didn't miss anything. But I tried to look for survival seeds videos today just to see if anybody put out anything new.
Right.
Domino's earlier, one meat. Oh, we had pizza yesterday. It was so good.
I've been craving pizza. I can't even remember how long it's been since I've had
Sounds
pizza.
good.
The other
And
day,
it's like salmon, okra, and roasted cabbage with onions and fresh garlic. That sounds delicious.
I was like, I wish I could just go and stop at all the places and get the good, not good for you, but French fries and nacho Bel Grande and all like big pizza and all this junk. It's not going to happen though.
Oh, I'll have to, yeah. I did survival seeds, grow what you eat, and weird container all in one. Okay, yeah. I think I do remember that because I remember you saying the weird container growing. I was like, I haven't decided if I'm doing that, but I think about a week after I saw your video, now that I'm remembering, maybe it was a little longer than a week. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it for May, June, and July. That way, all my friends up north, there, like Lori and Bob, some of you guys up there in the north can enter because it'll be in the
I'm not sure
May,
if I am or not yet. I'm still on the, I don't know. But
yeah,
I was thinking about making my own French fries probably tonight. So I might eat some of the meat from the roast.
I don't have access to potash. Hi, Beth. I did buy some more blenders today.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
I have a short memory, Lori. Huh?
I get to have pizza soon. And then I'll be like, I'm eating a whole pizza and then I'll eat one piece.
Yeah, yesterday after I got home from doing ministry, I was tired, and so hubby took me out to eat, and we went to this pizza place called the Soggy Dog, and it's basically Italian food, kind of a weird name, but anyway, they have pizza, sandwiches, calzones, all that kind of stuff. But we had pizza. We basically split a pizza, and we did like a chicken Alfredo pizza, and he wanted to have black olives on it. I wanted onion. He wanted black olives. He won and got the black olives.
I like having artichoke hearts on it.
Yeah.
On the
artichoke dip.
Yeah. Yeah.
French fries aren't bad in avocado oil. Yeah. I'm actually growing potatoes this year. I have 3 grow bags of potatoes and 1 container of potatoes. And most of them are up. So I will be having potatoes. I don't know if they'll be tiny, but I will have potatoes. So we'll see what happens.
You know what's really interesting? We're like the same grow zone, but you're in Texas and I'm in Northwest Oregon. But my last frost date, when's your last frost date?
It was the 12th.
Right, and mine's like the 5th or something like that. So it's so weird. But then
everybody was telling me
like
to plant. What's that?
Penny lives in a totally different part of Oregon than I do, and she was like 80 something degrees the other day, and we were like 61. Isn't it weird? It's so weird how it can be so.
Yeah, I kind of planted toward the beginning of mine, not toward the end. That little last freeze that we got, my hyacinth was up, and then after the freeze, it looked heated. It looked kind of like it might die. So I asked my mom for some more seeds. She gave me about 25 seeds, and I planted them all throughout the yard. Hubby came home and he said, well, where'd you plant them all at? I said, everywhere with the trellis. So I basically have already replaced all the seed. You know, I had three up that looked a little bit like they might have got a little frosted. So
right.
But the older women in this town around me tell me I'm not supposed to plant until Easter. But I'm kind of rogue.
Well, I figure, you know, I only have a few more weeks left, so I do have a little corn. I'm growing blue Hopi corn this year, so I've got a a bunch of that out there, and I still have seeds left, so I'm gonna start some more trays.
Yeah. So I guess I guess I may be planning a little bit early too, because according to the older women in this area, they're telling me this is like literally the second older woman today telling me they don't plan until April. She didn't tell me not to plan until after Easter. It's just, yeah. But that's the risk you take if you plant early, is that it could frost and you may have to plant again. So don't plant your whole pack of seeds. There's the lesson.
Right. Well, and then I have, I don't know how many gallon-sized Ziploc bags outside that I did winter sowing with. So I put soil and put seeds, and I have like herbs and all kinds of stuff keep popping up and getting ready to be transplanted into different areas, which I need to build some raised beds.
Mm. You keep getting these shipping containers brought to me, so I don't have to do. I didn't buy any beds. As a matter of fact, I didn't even buy any containers. That was the whole thing.
Hi, Nancy.
I would like to go out and buy like about 5-gallon buckets. I saved two of my new containers to plant some of the IBG seed swap seeds, because I know they're going to come in. There's going to be something really cool in there. And I'll be like, oh, I got nowhere to plant it. So I saved 2 containers just for that purpose. So I'll look through all the seeds when I get them, and then I'll decide which are the most important to put in those. Hi, Nancy.
Yeah, I have another, I have like a metal shelf inside that I have grow lights on it, where I have like seed starts, and I have one more light that I have to go. I have one in the garage, and I need to hook it up because I need that extra shelf.
I should wait, like you say. I should pray for the patience, but instead I go out there with my little pack of seeds and I say, oh, I'll just plant half of them, and then if they don't come up, I'll just go back and plant the other half later. It's what comes with being a reckless gardener, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I've got my seed potatoes working. Those are working on getting their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I went and bought mine from our local garden type center place. We have a little small place called H&H, and that's where I buy my, if I want
Heather and Heather.
Heather and Heather, right? Heather and Heather. Yeah. So I buy my bone meal there. Fertilizer I buy there. It's actually cheaper there than Walmart. I don't buy my soil there. I usually just buy that at Walmart, and then I buy, like, if I want anything already started, like marigolds or basil or something. The other day, I went and just grabbed 3 marigolds because I wanted to plant squash, and I wanted to make sure they were being protected by some kind of marigold first. However, I'm not relying on the marigolds this year because I feel like I'm still getting squash bugs. So this year I'm going to try to get nasturtiums up by all my squash, and we'll see if that works out better.
Right. Yeah, so I'm just kind of working on, getting my seeds started indoors for the most part, except for some stuff that can be outdoors already, like brassicas and stuff like that.
Easter is the April 5th this year, I believe.
I don't know. I haven't even been paying attention to any of the holidays.
Well, I have this new thing. I was trying to work on Broken Hearts Ministry channel. And what I decided to do was I was going to schedule out shorts for every day of April. And Luann reminded me about Easter in April, so I looked it up. It was the 5th. So I made a little Easter song and video for that day. And then what the video I was going to do that day, I moved it down to a different day. So basically, to bring up the views on Broken Hearts Ministry, I made a short. I scheduled a short at 3:00 every day on that channel for the month of April. And we'll see if that works out.
Thank you, Beltley.
So that's my strategy to bring up the views on Broken Hearts Ministry, is to do a short every day. We all pull a gale when it comes to seeds. Yeah, pull a gale. That's right.
What else?
Throw another seed. Throw another seed. Throw another seed. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I do. Throw another seed. Throw another seed. Oh, it's not up in 2 weeks. Throw another seed. Throw another seed.
So I'm contemplating on, should I say it?
What? Oh,
What
yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell them.
So I'm contemplating on ending my channel and starting a new channel.
You should do a video and say, I'm stopping my YouTube channel. You should do one of those videos,
right,
with
because
face thumbnail.
The more I do, the more my hours from everybody's views are like showing going up, but the hours they're taking off every day from the last year is making my hours going, and I don't feel like I could ever there's nothing I don't think I could do to
Awesome.
get more into the positive. It's just they're going down, 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 down. So I've got some things that I need to figure out how to do. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, because it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's dumb. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. I just have to do a little bit more research on a few things about old videos and stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. So it'll still be the same thing, the same, pretty much everything. Just there will be less videos for a little while, but who watches the old videos much anyways, unless you're like brand new.
Yeah, just your friends, or if somebody happens to be looking up something specific that you happen to have. But yeah, so Bushcraft family, if you happen to know how she could download some of her old videos to repost them on her new channel that she's going to do, or if you have any advice for her or anything, send her an email.
What's your email? I will still call it Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, I think. Yeah, I'm not really going to change anything other than I won't be going down in the hole to hell. I'll be
Healthy Goals Wednesday will change again, because now Heather's going to be on a new channel, so that'll be the channel she'll have this on.
I'll let everybody know when I do I said it. Do Jennifer.
We'll make sure everybody shares it and everything, so we'll get it, and we'll make sure that day to say, hey, share Heather out, because she's got this new channel she's starting. But I feel like if she could hit it hard for 6 months or a year, she could get it. It's just, once you get past that 1 year point, it is so hard to push over that. It's just so hard.
And it's like, and a lot of people have helped me out and stuff, and I really appreciate it, and I feel bad. But when everybody's helping me out last year, well, now it's hard for me to get anywhere this year. So, yeah. But I'll let everybody know. It probably won't be for a little bit, because, like I said, I still need to figure out how to do some other stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that download link on each video. So I've seen it. So be sure you're on your phone or your laptop or wherever it is you want it saved. Hit that button when you're on that particular device. So if you want them saved on your laptop, be on your laptop when you hit it, because it'll save it on that particular device. I've never done it, but I saw the button. Spanish bar cake. Never heard of it.
Ooh, I've heard of it. That sounds good. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking
Sounds
because,
good.
you know, I don't know. Like I said, the more I do, the more videos I put out and stuff like that, it seems like it more of a chunk of my
Another,
hours.
another new channel. It's the
Yeah.
same Heather. She's just going to start over to see if she can get herself back where she needs to be.
Mhm.
Yeah. You
And
know what?
I
You know what? This is the thing, Heather. You know, your old channel, you ought to just start it all the way over where that date is set brand new to where literally today is your starting date and just boom from there. I feel like even your old channel that's been sitting dormant still has that old start date. So maybe you should somehow restart
is it
date.
because like
I was thinking that too. Huh?
I never made a video on that.
Oh, well, I
Count?
mean, I would think, Bushcraft family, what do you think? Well, it's the first day she makes her video. Will that be her starting date?
Because so I was
her
Milk and
day
Honey
one,
Heritage Farms when
whole
I was
year? Will that
visiting.
be her day one?
So when I was visiting the channels and too scared to start my channel, I was Milk and Honey
Is
Heritage
Jennifer's
Farms.
birthday? Is Jennifer's birthday right now?
Jennifer, she must be like 20 now. No, it's when you
She
sign up.
she
But I'd
sounds
have
about
to all
20.
the way.
She sounds about 20. Bag is in the backyard. You know what my husband just did? He threw poop over the back fence. Black cow.
Wow. Cool.
Did you hear what I just said? My husband just threw poop over the back fence.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still have your old phone? Let me see.
Oh, you want to show what? Yeah, that's embarrassing.
So hubby today at work, his phone dropped out of his jacket pocket and somebody ran over it.
That's pretty.
Just somebody.
A semi truck ran over his phone and he had to go get a brand new one because this is trashed.
Wow.
This is the worst I've ever seen a phone in my life. Yeah, crazy.
Thanks, dear.
Well, I'm just speaking honestly. I'm speaking from my heart. No.
Okay.
It really is the worst I've ever seen a phone.
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet. I've been just kind of thinking about it for quite a while now. And I feel like
I don't think it's a bad idea. And I'm sure your friends will help you. You have a lot of friends that will help you.
Right.
So
I don't know. It makes the most sense, right?
What's going on?
She's gonna restart her channel. No, when you sign up. When you sign up. When you sign up. When you sign up.
Okay.
When you sign up. I'm trying to figure out what he means by when you sign up. Well, because technically your channel started the day you put in your little name, right? But it is not fully a working channel until you put out your first video. So is it your channel the day you make the name for it, or is it your channel the day you make your first video for it? So I'm just wondering.
Is she going to use her same email address?
Yeah, because see, I didn't know that I could make a channel on the name I was using to be like a subscriber to channel. So
if you need to know how to change that name a little bit, I can help you with that.
Yeah, I could just add like a 1 or something.
If you don't know how to do it, if you don't know how to change that new name to fit with the way you want, let me know. I can help you with that. I've done that.
So when
I
you
have experience with that.
So I do a whole new thing.
Well, she wants to, I feel like, honestly, before you start, contact me. Okay, so email Bushcraft Family. so he can give you some advice.
I'm old school too. Why does it have to be complicated?
Yeah, it sucks, crushed phone. Watch
Uh,
hours when you sign up.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing I didn't do that.
But what does he mean by sign up? Still, I got the same question.
Because when I
You
entered
make your
into
channel or the date you put your first video out. Which one is considered sign up?
it'll be a good test for sure to see what happens.
Number bots use numbers for names.
Yeah, so don't put a 1. Yeah.
Just do Milk and Honey Heritage Farm and leave the Z off this time.
What'd you have for dinner, Jamie?
Change it just by one letter. Milk and Honey Heritage Farm with no Z this time. Just do it like that. I know you like your Z.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look at it and come up with some different ideas.
Yeah. And then be sure to do your handle at Milk and Honey Heritage and then change it by something a little bit. Change it a little bit there. Dash something or whatever. I don't know. When you create the new channel.
Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, the one. Like spell it out. The one. O-N. Just kidding.
I like the
And the Z is awesome. It makes it different. It's a long name, but you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If you were going to shorten it, you just do Milk and Honey Farm.
I could, because I know I saw, I don't know if they're still around, a Milk and A&D Honey Farm. That's why I did Heritage Farms, but I might be able to leave out the Heritage.
If they haven't worked their channel, like Broken Hearts Ministry, there's other Broken Hearts Ministries out there, but I've worked my channel hard and used the hashtag a lot. No letters, no numbers. It's the Broken Hearts Ministry. I've used it so much that I've kind of taken over the Broken Hearts Ministry hashtag. And so anybody else who ever had it, it's pretty much if you put in hashtag Broken Hearts Ministry, you're going to come up with me with the pink logo.
Oh, that's true. I wonder if I could use we'll see. I'll look at it and play with it. But I want to keep it basically the same. And then, of course, when it does happen, I'll let everybody know that it's still, everything will be still the same. Just, you'll have to
Milk and Honey, Milk and Honey Farms with a Z. And that way you're shortening it a little bit, but you're keeping your Z. Milk and Honey Farms with a Z.
Yeah.
But no heritage. And then you'll shorten it, but it'll still look like you. And then go and use your exact same logo.
I'll make a different logo.
Or make a new logo. Whatever you want to do. We're just giving you our little
meatballs. That sounds good. This is healthy talk with all the food and comments. Yummy, everyone. Yeah. So we were just kind of, all right, see you later. Bushcraft is leaving.
honey instead of honey.
Ooh, I could do HONIE. Morgan Honey. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess just play around, see what you. It's all you, girl. It's all you.
Yeah. I'll just have to get some.
All sounds good.
Talk to some different people. Ariella, you're on my radar.
I just definitely
let you know. Yeah. It should be has, not had. It's present tense.
Milk and Honey has had a farms. LOL. That's funny.
I do have a song that I had. That Milk and Honey has a farm. Yippee-yi-yo.
Scrap Family must be doing a live tonight.
Yeah. So today's like a kind of a different healthy goals Wednesday, but we're talking about food and gardening, so that's healthy and talking, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was going to mention a few collaborations while we're up here talking. We're just doing kind of a miscellaneous healthy goals Wednesday, just a chit chat kind of thing. Uh, so I have decided to do the Weird Container Growing 26 collaboration for May, June, and July. So if
Yay!
anybody is a gardener and wants to join in with that, save your video for May. Or if you absolutely have to put out your video in April, I'm not going to get upset or anything.
Ooh, I need it.
Did May, June, July is I wanted for the Northerners to be able to get in on this too. You know, I didn't want them to miss the time frame. So that's going to happen. And then Survival Seeds 2026 is happening, hosted by VC Family Homestead. They're giving us 12 seeds this year, and I actually like the seeds they picked out. And honestly, I was pretty much going to grow all those seeds anyway. So it's really
I'll have to look at. I watched your video. I'll have to look at it again and write down all the stuff. Do you have to grow all that stuff, or pick?
You can grow like 6, or you can grow all 12. Whatever you want to do.
I'll have to write it down.
Kinds of tomatoes. They have basil, cucumbers, watermelon,
and then
cantaloupe,
bell peppers.
Yeah, bell peppers, shishito peppers. So I am growing everything except for the celery, just because I've had a little challenge with it. And I'm not growing the Roma tomatoes because I'm growing the pink brandywine tomatoes. Like I said, limited containers. So I have a ton of tomato seeds of my own.
Yeah.
Every year I just grow with the Survival Seeds is growing. So I picked the pink brandywine tomatoes because they're bigger. And I have been wanting to make this recipe called a tomato pie. And the tomato pie is made with really huge tomatoes. And so the tomatoes have been kind of small over the years. So I thought those pink brandywine tomatoes are huge. That would be perfect for that tomato pie that I want to make. So I decided on the pink brandywine tomatoes this year.
That'll be fun.
And so there is still plenty of time to join that. You just make a little entry video. It's just informal. You can do it before you even get your seeds. Just say it could be in your covered backyard or in your living room. It doesn't have to be any
particular. Can you pass on the seeds? Like not want them to send the seeds?
Yes, but what would be the point of how would you what?
Because so like a lot of that stuff.
Yourself, Lucy. You already have.
I already have, so I don't need.
Yeah, you don't have to get their seeds to be in it. And for the herb portion this year, you pretty much just grow herbs you already have. Because the only herb that came with this pack was
lots of herbs.
Basil. And on that video, you're going to hashtag Bushcraft Family because he's part of the herb part. But yeah, if you already have a lot of those seeds, put out your entry video and then just let them know that you don't want the seeds or need the seeds, that you already have the seeds.
I wonder what everybody was thinking when I said, well, I've decided that I think I'm going to quit my channel.
Yeah, I think you should make a video and show that.
They're probably like, oh, fine, another one bites the dust. See ya.
Who passes up seeds? Apparently Heather. But I mean, my thing is I already have Black Beauty zucchini, but I don't have the particular cucumber. I don't have the particular watermelon. I don't have the particular pepper. I just don't have this particular one that they're doing. Like I had Italian basil, but I didn't really have the Genovese basil. But yeah, just write down what the
Okay.
seeds are. And yeah, as a matter of fact, last year, Dee's Garden Adventures never got her seeds by accident. They tried to send them to her twice, and both times she didn't get the seeds. So she
Oh,
pretty much grew her own seeds anyway, and she was in survival seeds all year. So
I
yeah,
did that
just
last
do a
year.
YouTube video and email them. Hey, I don't need the seeds, and then just
Okay.
put those out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I saved all my Jimmy Nardello seeds from last year, and then I saved also my cayenne seeds.
um,
And I'll probably have like 1,000 plants of each.
yeah.
Not really, but maybe close. I don't know.
You know what cracks me up? When you guys grow 144 different types of tomatoes. That's what cracks me up.
I usually only grow I'll grow
I
pear
heard
tomatoes.
somebody say they were growing 144 tomatoes this year, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, normally I'll grow somewhere
but
around
but
100.
why?
Because I make tomato sauce.
But why 144? Why not just
It
10
takes a lot.
10 of 12 different kinds? Why 144?
Okay, so example, maybe they're doing a farmer's market or something like that, but it takes quite a lot of tomatoes to put in big
It's a lot of
kettles and
containers.
boil it. You have to cook it down until it gets thicker. It takes a lot. And so it depends upon how much you want to put up on your shelf. And so for me, you got to do at least 100 tomato plants to be worth having enough sauce for the year.
That would take up all my space, and then I wouldn't have enough room to do anything else.
Yeah. Or you can buy cases of them from somewhere else and process them that way. That's an idea. But I usually do pear tomatoes. I do some pear tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, mainly Roma tomatoes, and Dr. Wychees. That's it.
Dr. Wychee, the yellow
They're
ones.
orange. Yeah, they're like orangey, yellowish. They're big.
I didn't have success growing the Dr. Wychee tomatoes.
I sent some to Nancy. I think I may have sent some to Robin. I can't remember now. I think it
I don't know. I just grow what the survival seeds is doing. I'm not that picky. I had two choices, and I picked the pink brandy wine. But I kept Roma because I can grow that another year. So if I ever don't do survival seeds, I'll still have Roma tomato. I still have 50. I could grow 144 different kinds of tomatoes myself if I had enough room and enough energy.
So I'm increasing everything that I'm planting this year.
I am
And doing
my bell peppers because I want to try to have enough to last me all fall and winter.
Yeah, so and it's not a problem. I used to know a locally small restaurant that would get locally organic cases of stuff for their restaurant. And if you said, "Hey, can you get me a case of this and this and this?" you would just pay, and they would get it in their order, and you just go pick up the cases of something. Well, be safe driving, Adrian.
I've decided that I don't like to grow beans because it takes a lot of plants to get enough just to make a pot of beans for two people. Yeah. And so it is a waste of space for me particularly. So I don't do that. I don't do beans.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm growing for myself, my family, I should say. But I'm also growing for my farm stand, and I'm also growing for hopefully to sell at the food hub.
I loved my surprise. Oh, did you
a lot?
Heather a surprise? Robin a surprise. You're driving and
I'll send her some seeds.
I need to do some friend mail. I received some seeds in the mail too, and I need to do a friend mail. It's just sitting on my counter waiting for me to do it. I just need to suck it up.
That's a good plan. Grow the most expensive things that it costs to buy at the store.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on growing more. Like I did really good with bell peppers last year. And I went through part of the fall having them. My goal is to have enough to last all of fall and winter until the next year happens.
Right.
I was successful on having garlic from last year all the way through this year. I put all mine in quart size bags. I basically just broke the head apart and left the outside layer on the garlic. And what it does when you leave the peeling on it, it makes it where inside the quart size bag, it doesn't stick to each other. And so when you want to pull out 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of garlic for your dinner, you just put it on a plate and let it thaw out, and then you chop it up. So I did grow enough garlic to last me the whole year. So the goal this year is to get enough garlic, enough bell pepper, and enough onion to where I don't have to buy any of that stuff at the store.
And then make sure you set aside some of that those garlic bulbs for
planting
this fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that last year. I saved some for myself, and I also gave some to my brother. This year, I'm going to save some for myself, and I'm going to give some to my neighbor over here, Paula. I saw her at the garden center earlier, and she said she's had trouble growing garlic. I said, well, maybe you need this specific kind. I said, maybe this is the kind we're supposed to have for our growing area. And I told her I got them from Missouri. And so anyway, I offered to save her some. So this year I decided I'm saving them for my neighbor.
I'm going to grow some trombone this year too.
They're easy to grow for sure. They're really neat.
Yeah, so just growing a lot of stuff. 2 varieties of watermelon. Just stuff.
I'm growing one variety.
Growing pie pumpkins and growing lots of regular pumpkins, and
I did Go ahead.
Sorry. I usually grow tons and tons of pumpkins anyways because I like to feed them to my animals. And I've been doing pretty good seed saving stuff.
Seed saving?
Mm-hmm. So my Roma tomatoes I saved. My Dr. White cheese I saved. Plus, you got to I make sure that I have them spaced far enough apart when
These are my kidney beans I saved from last year's survival seeds.
Yay, more seeds.
But I'm going to give these to Jan if she wants them. Now that survival seeds is not doing the kidney beans, I'm going to see if Jan wants the seeds, if she wants them. I'm going to grow zucchini and butternut squash this year. So because I'm growing double the amount of butternut squash, because I want it, again, here's another thing where I want it to last through the fall and winter. I'm going to do some research on how to preserve the butternut squash, because I've never preserved it before, because I basically, well, it'll stay sitting on the counter for a long time. It'll stay good like that. If you've never tried it, butternut squash will last on the counter for months. So just in case. You know
well,
so like here to get enough to actually have to decide how to.
So for like pumpkins and gourds and potatoes and stuff like that, you want to lay them like on a mesh screen out of the sun, but outside. So it kind of like hardens the skins on them. And that's what helps protects them to make them last a little longer throughout the year. And Jan's going live tonight, correct? Jan. No, sorry, Linda.
Linda is not going live tonight. She is really busy with projects right now, and she will not be going live. She is okay. She's just busy. She's just a busy woman right now. You know, Linda, she's always got stuff going on. Pressure can your butternut squash. Yeah, I'm going to start researching different methods, because I am growing more butternut squash this year than normal. But this is part of the Grow What You Eat collaboration. You're focusing on what you eat. So I've narrowed it down. I used to grow yellow squash, but it wasn't my favorite. Zucchini is always going to be my favorite, but my new second favorite is butternut squash. So that's why I'm going to grow more of it. So now I've got to figure out how to start preserving it.
Yeah, that's good because it's a self-challenge, you know? And the more, just like Adrian says, the more you know, or the more you learn, the more you know. Did I say it right? And so, like, just learning and, some simple tricks and things that different people do with different things, you'll be like, wow, why didn't I think about that? You know?
Yeah, like everybody is preserving their garlic different ways.
Mhm.
But Jan said this particular way, and it sounded easier than the other ways I had heard. And Gail is all about doing it the easier way.
Yeah.
So I'm growing more butternut squash because we eat it. I'm growing the same amount of zucchini as I always grow. I'm growing more onion and more bell peppers so I can save them. If I end up with some more containers, I may go ahead and add some of the Roma tomatoes to my. That's kind of why I was thinking about buying some 5-gallon buckets. I thought maybe I could grow some of those in 5-gallon buckets possibly, but I only have a specific amount of containers, so I have to decide, what is the
Fun.
most to me.
And
The only new thing I'm trying is the cucamelon.
right. Oh yeah. I hope I get some cucamelon seeds this year. So I need to try
Oh, from the seed swap.
bleh.
Did I
I
offer to
don't
send you some, Heather?
I think that Adrian might be.
Might be
That was
sending
on
you
my
some.
list.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was on my list, and I think she said she had
Oh, okay.
some.
Okay,
So
cool. And that might be where I got them last year.
those are fun to grow.
Yeah. Well, I got my trellis going, but I feel like I need to, once the cucamelon actually comes up, I feel like I need to take the easel I'm using for the trellis and maybe put some bricks to hold it up a little bit better for the wind. I need to like further protect it from the
Do
wind. I'm afraid
you have any rebar? Do you,
that might be a better question for my husband. Do I look
yeah,
like a
like
rebar girl to you?
little metal like rods?
Garlic
Those
use
work
honey
really
for
well.
immunity. Yeah.
So I've done that. I did that on some of my trellises. Is I just pound those in and then tie like a
Many
not
months.
tie,
Wow.
but wrap a wire connecting that metal rod to the trellis.
Yeah, I bet hubby could do something to
I do.
further support it. I bet he could probably come up with something to but I noticed since I went ahead and put the tripod inside the square and just opened it. But I noticed it's kind of moved around. So I thought to myself, as soon as it comes up, I'm going to find a way to keep it up more stable because I don't think it's the very most stable it could ever be right now. Wish
Or
I
you
could
can
sit
make
on the
you know
outside.
those metal stakes that they use for tents.
Hmm.
So when you put your tent up, the string goes out and you hammer those thingies down in the ground. Maybe some things like that would work.
Where would you attach that to?
Maybe you could bend it just so and do it at an angle on the
Oh, to get the leg in the angle of it. Okay. So like the leg and then just take it and go like that down into
yeah,
the dirt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just
My
thinking
thought
on the fly.
also was if it would come up, I could put a brick in front of each leg to make it stable once I knew exactly where it was coming up. But the easel just seemed like a really cool, it's gonna look awesome, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's also the same area where I have my flower tower. We're calling flower tower.
Well, my flower tower, I decided that the one of the pots that I put in the bigger one is too big. I need to pull that out and put a smaller one in. So I was putting some compost in one yesterday. I'm like, ooh.
I did store-bought soil, but I added bone meal, some fertilizer, and some vermiculite in it so it didn't get compacted. And once I got all the flowers in there, I went ahead and added the soil where, you know how that second pot was actually a little bit gray, but all the rest of the pots were black. Well, I got it covered to where you can't even see the gray pot at all. And I made sure all of them were full so that it stays stable, you know.
So pretty.
Yeah, it is going to be, you know, the moss rose is going to fill in really, really pretty. So it's good.
So here's the backstory on the pot stacking thing.
Yeah.
I was on YouTube and some guy video pops up and I'm like, whoa, those are some really cool projects. So I shared it and Gail's like, ooh, I want to do that. So that's.
Yeah. I wish I could do the spout part, but I just don't have the knowledge. But I tried to put like a stake in the top one, like one of the garden stakes, but there's not enough dirt. I could maybe still do it on the second pot, but in the very top one, there's not enough room to hold the garden stake up. You would need something shorter. But anyway, I have the blue, and then I have the coleus on the second layer, and then the moss roses. I try to make sure all of that, pretty much all the flowers in the picture are there except for the pink one, because I already had pink with the moss rose. I actually put the pink flower somewhere else because I wanted each layer to be a thing. So it's moss rose, then coleus, then the blue-eyed something or other. I don't know what the blue-eyed thing was. It just looked cool.
I'm like, I don't know.
Blue-eyed something or others.
So
I just love, I mean, I like growing stuff from seed, but sometimes it takes so long and I'm so impatient that I do this probably about once a year. I go to the garden center and I actually just pick out flowers. I basically picked out $20 worth of flowers because each of them were almost $2.50. They were like $2.39. I picked out 8, so that was about $20 worth. But then I also added some bone meal, blood meal because I didn't want to run out. My moss rose, and my moss rose is coming up in another area, but I wanted it to be in my new flower tower, which will be in one of my videos that'll come out toward the beginning of April. I'm going to do one of those videos where the video just kind of does a bunch of different things in the video. It's kind of miscellaneous.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm basically putting one of those kind of videos together.
I'm trying to get heights in my secret garden. So instead of just having like raised beds, I want a workable visual for growing things too. So yeah.
I can't wait to get your jasmine either. Because I know she's going to send me some. I can't wait
some Jan.
She said she got 1,000 seeds. So yeah, definitely would put your order in for that. I've never grown jasmine. I like the smell of it. I had some jasmine essential oil and it smelled really good. I made some soap with it.
I really, really love having my herbs in one area. It's very nice. So I'm trying to keep like all my like brassicas up. Ooh, thank you. Yay. But and like I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it very organized so that way it's easier to maintain. And then doing watering usually takes like 3 hours every night.
Oh gosh, 3 hours. My
goodness. So what I do is I break it up. I water the back garden in the morning, and then I'll water everything else in the evening. So I
think it takes an hour, but I don't know for sure.
Well, I've got 3 trees
myself. The more I get growing, the more time it takes. I did water this morning, and then I also, after I was done watering, I watered in my new flower towers to make sure it stays.
Well, now that my husband's home, for the most part, unless he's doing like a side job, he will be able to help pick up on where I'm lacking, where I don't have time. And so he enjoys doing some of the watering. So I like him to water the fruit trees because you gotta drag the hose.
Oh, the dragging the hose, yes. Oh.
You have to that's one of the things that I would love to have done is another what do you call it, under piping for water. So
I
we have
want the new by next year I want a drip irrigation. That is actually, I would like to put that down on my Christmas list to have a new drip irrigation for next year. That is definitely, I never heard of honey nut squash, but you said it tastes like butternut, so I bet that would be good.
Yeah. So yeah, do drip, don't do the soaker hoses because the soaker hoses water more weeds. Because if you do the specific little drips, you can plan it out to where you have it dripping where you want them to drip. If you do a soaker hose, you're watering everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa,
Stephanie.
Hi, welcome in. So
you want to stay a little bit longer? Linda's not on.
Oh, I don't know.
That's fine if you do.
I'd like to get some in my green stocks, some tubes that go up into the green.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
If you use timers on certain ones, then you just have to go and switch it over to a different area.
Yeah, I have a lot of the research I've been doing is very much in spreading your dill throughout your yard too. There's a lot of the bad pests that don't like the smell of dill. So I'm going to try incorporating more dill into different areas. Now that we took the bed out that had the ground cherries and the dill in it, I basically moved my ground cherries into a smaller area. But seriously, I'm the only one that eats the ground cherries, so we really don't need that big of a spot for it. So I'm going to get my ground cherries reestablished this year, and the dill is getting spread out throughout the yard.
Isn't there a thing called ground cherry jelly?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Yeah. The problem with drip irrigation is that the plants need different amounts of water. Well, true. So that's why we have our fruit trees on. We have our fruit trees on a drip irrigation system that we put together, and then they run longer than what we would do like in the back garden. So it's all like on a rotation. So yeah, you have to pay attention to how much water. So, and when. For sure.
Yeah. So trying to focus really on growing what I actually eat, like the collaboration says, except for the cucamelon, which I knew I'm trying it. I did put for the cucumbers this year, I moved them, and I did nasturtium, marigolds, and dill to protect the cucumbers this year. So we'll see how well that does.
Yeah.
Then on my zucchini, I've been getting squash bugs. I put the marigolds like I usually do, but I'm also adding nasturtiums, which Jan recommended. Also, I'm adding some buckets right next to it that's going to have basil, marigolds, dill, all the protective things are going to be right next to it too. We're just going to try to throw the bugs off and just put the nasturtiums and the dill and the marigolds like everywhere and just try to see what we can do. See if we can figure it out. Yeah. I'd love to try ground cherry jelly. That would be really good.
I know. I have some trumpet vines up by the front of my driveway, and for some reason, what are those things called? Aphids have been going after my trumpet vine for the last couple of years. Nothing else, just the trumpet vines. So I'm going to dig up some of my garlic and plant some of my garlic down by the base of.
You might try to grow something that attracts ladybugs there, because ladybugs eat like tons of aphids.
Oh, the ladybugs are all over them.
So I don't know if that'll help, but I watched a video where it was talking about how ladybugs eat tons and tons of aphids. How can they eat that many? They're just little. What?
I don't know. It's so weird. I'm like, why are they on those? And I've never had a problem with them anywhere else.
I found a ladybug today in my yard when I was doing my flower tower. I don't know why it was on the flower tower, because I had just put dirt in it. There was nothing in there.
Well, maybe some minerals or something.
It was what?
Minerals, maybe, because the honeybees will do that too. They'll land on like fresh soil or like on a pot.
It was fresh soil. It was brand new soil.
Yeah, so they're like, that's delicious.
Yeah. Well, it was some good fresh soil. I agree.
Huh.
Definitely.
You don't really have an ant problem. I mean, there's some sugar ants here and there, but that's about it.
Yeah, definitely. I would invest in some nasturtiums.
That attracts areolas.
Do your research on the nasturtiums, because sometimes the nasturtiums can be planted with the plant, and sometimes you plant them next to the plant because they're kind of a trap crop, and you may not want to draw it directly to the thing you don't want it to eat. You may want it right next to it. So do your research and make sure if you're supposed to put it next to it or in it.
Oh yeah, I have tons and tons of ladybugs everywhere. That's not a problem.
I just saw my first ladybug today.
I'm going to try growing.
I only bought one pack of nasturtiums, but I spread them out all throughout the yard.
Right. I'm going to try putting the garlic around down by the base of those. And if that doesn't work, because I've tried a soap water spray on them. It's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I might just plant like a herbal garden bed around the base of them. Maybe.
Jasmine
It's very weird. I'm gonna call mine. Yeah, I was thinking like Jasmine Jan or Janman. I like it. Here's Jan. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah. So,
hi, Lori's World. You made it. Yay. Oh. Lori's been showing all her adventures on her property that they left for 12 years and came back, and the people did not maintain the yard or really even the inside of the house. So they're having to do work inside and outside of the house. So, Lori and Dave are busy people right now.
Yeah, I saw her talking or heard her talking about some of the stuff, and it's like, wow, that's too bad.
I know. But you would think you could sue the company that was supposed to be watching that, the property management company, for not doing inspections. Cute, aggravating ladybugs. What's aggravating about ladybugs? Oh, they get in your house. I guess that could be aggravating.
Oh, yeah. We have screens on our windows, and somehow they seem to figure out how to get in. So I'm always like, come on, little ladybug. Come on. Like, I don't know. They don't like to crawl on my finger as much as like if I put like a piece of paper or a grass or something. So
Asian beetles are more orange, I think, aren't they, Heather?
They got I don't know.
This definitely was a ladybug because that was like a red color, not like an orange color. It definitely looked like a ladybug.
There's yellow ladybugs, but those are not good. Those are bad bugs.
I've never seen one.
It looks like a little bit
I've
longer.
seen a lot of earthworms this year, though. I can't
Oh, I
stand.
do too. Oh, I was
I
gonna
don't
say.
hurt them. I know they're good for the garden, but I don't really like them. I just kind of gently put them where they're supposed to be without touching them or hurting them. And here you go over here.
I always lift
done.
pots up and then I collect all the worms that I can. And I put them in like my raised beds and my.
I make sure they're in a container or a bed or something. I make sure they safely make it to where they go. Because over on my side of the yard where all the compost is, when I take my gorilla cart and fill it up with compost, if there's earthworms, I'm real gentle with them, and then I transfer them into the bed. But yeah, but sometimes is there an app to identify bugs and worms?
There should be, and there should be an app on identifying aloe because nobody knows.
There probably is. Look at the Play Store. There probably is one.
My aloe is not just
because I want to know when I see a bug in my yard, should I kill it or should I let it live? I know earthworms. I know ladybugs. I know
who has a bug app for free.
Pill bugs. I know what those are. I know what vine borers look like. I know what squash bugs look like. I know what mites look like.
Because if we know what bugs are, then.
But I don't know all of them. I don't know all of them. I will go with my
I know what praying mantis pods look like. There's so many praying mantis pods everywhere.
Jan started the 4 o'clock thing, and then I harvest mine every year, so I've also spread them around. So yeah, there are.
Is it a lady
all over YouTube now, huh?
Is it a lady beetle or a man beetle? It reminds me of, what was that? Ants? Maybe? Yeah. Ants, the movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's about gardening.
I've seen it.
Yeah, they little circus bugs that come to help out. He's like, I'm not a lady bug.
I love the movie Ants, but I hate the ants in my garden.
Oh, yeah.
When I go to, mess with a bed, and then I just barely move the spade, and there they are, just lit up. But I found a new way to combat the ants. I'm trying some new methods, and I think when I get a few narrowed down, I'm going to make a little video on some things for people to try. But yeah, I have a new method for ants, so we'll see, and it's organic. So,
well, on that note, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, me too. Are you ready to?
Yeah.
Go eat now?
So, first, before you go, stay, everybody. What do you guys think about me and Gail doing a get to know me more? What do you call it?
Segment, video,
special
live,
segment, to where we would have a bunch of questions that we would ask each other back and forth. Gail, what's your blah, blah, blah? And you'd be like, blah, blah, blah. And then you'd ask me.
1 week it'll be you, and 1 week it'll be me. Is that right?
Well, I'm thinking like
we're on the same video, same live
video. Yeah. And then if people in chat had questions too, just getting to know us a little bit more.
I agree, Jennifer. I agree.
If it involves seed giveaways. Well, you never know. So you have to show up and be there. I think they all that sounds great. I think they all think that's great. But I don't know that we probably won't do it on Healthy Goals Wednesday. That would be like,
hey, Lori, tell us what the name of the management company is, and we'll go on and give them some ratings for you. because we can. Email me. Text me later. Don't mess with YouTube people. We have too many friends.
Okay, they say great idea. So, but we won't do it on Healthy Goals Wednesday, but we'll do it on another day
You
during
want
the
to do
week.
it like on a Friday? My Friday, one of my Friday lives?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. It's clearly neglect. Yes, it's clearly neglect. I agree. It feels like they should have to pay something for it. They should have to pay something for it, which could go
Or
toward
cover it
your
properly.
yeah, and they need to know they did wrong so they can know how to not make the same mistakes in the future.
Well, if they want to stay in business, then now's not the time to have bad business for
Yeah.
any business, right? Let's get them. Oh, what a beautiful day it was today. Don't forget to drink your lemon water. Keep your bodies moving. Keep planting your food. The more food we plant, the better. Right?
And read your food labels and look for those bioengineered ingredients. Well, all that fake food they're trying to feed us.
Yeah.
That's why we garden.
Yeah.
Because of bioengineered ingredients and fake food and poor quality things they're putting in our food. That's why we're having all these recalls. Because we need
I saw
we
something.
need to be eating out of our garden.
They what was it? Somewhere they're trying to make it to where they're gonna it was the bee group. Bioengineer bees, honeybees, to pollinate the food.
Why?
Exactly. Think about that one.
Wow. Thank you guys for coming today. We appreciate all of you guys coming in to hang out with us.
Wash your
We'll
lemon.
get that live scheduled soon for our questions back and forth with each other on getting to know Gail and Heather better. Probably set that up on a Friday. Next week, I will not be going live for Healthy Goals Wednesday because I will be out of town. However, if Heather wants to go ahead and set up the Healthy Goals Wednesday and do it herself, she can do that. And she may do that. She'll let you know on her community tab. Friday, we'll be in Jacksboro, Texas. Friday, Jan and Jerry and myself may possibly do a live together. So Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday is up in the air. So next Wednesday, no Healthy Goals Wednesday with me, but you maybe with Heather.
You just got
and
me.
on Friday, it's kind of up in the air. I'm going to talk to Jerry and Jan and see if they want to do a live together, all of us. So we'll see how that goes.
So, yay. Thank you guys so much for being here with us and spending your time hanging out and chatting about food, basically.
Food, gardening.
Yeah. So.
Bad property management people.
Very bad.
Very bad property management people.
You guys go get busy. Go do the things. I'm going to go eat something.
Yeah, I'm going to make some dinner for us. Go see how far along hubby is in setting up the new phone.
I'll probably just have some bites of cottage cheese for now, just to hold me over.
Sounds good. I didn't buy none this week. Darn. I know. I was thinking today, I was like, I didn't buy this. I didn't buy this. I didn't buy this. However, I did get some new grass-fed beef sticks from Thrive Market. And I actually prefer the taste of the Thrive Market beef sticks over the Chomps brand that you can buy at Walmart. It has kind of a milder flavor. So that's good. I'm glad I tried it. I'm going to keep ordering that now.
Family Farm, you came just in time for us to say have a good evening.
Yes. Hello and goodbye. And
Thank
yeah,
you for being here.
thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming by. We appreciate all of you. We're going to end this for today. Like I said, I'm not going to be on next week, but maybe Heather will go ahead and set it up. We'll see.
Yep.
All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye, Gail.
Bye.